All right, it says we're live. Sorry, I don't have my usual setup. It's a little messed up. I just got back like about 6 minutes ago. So I made it in time for the stream. Yay! um, so yay, I'm here on time. I didn't have to move the time. But I was slightly stressing on the last few minutes of the drive. It's like, am I gonna make it in time? So it's fine. It's fine. We're here. So I went up to a coffee shop that was about an hour away to meet a friend of mine, and we chatted for several hours, and it was fun. It was lovely, and it was it's a Korean-owned bakery / coffee shop. And so they have these like really nice pastries and things set out as well. So and then there's an H Mart like right next door, and so we were able to get there early enough that there was no other customers in the cafe. So we sat there for, I think, the majority of like 2 hours, and nobody else came and like sat down. There were people came in and like bought things and had coffees and whatnot, but they all like took it to go. So it was really nice. We had planned kind of initially, we were thinking we might have to sit at the outside seating, just to kind of make sure that we had space and everything, but it was really lovely. It was very lovely, nice and quiet. We had plenty of space. We didn't have to worry about people in 6 feet of us. So that was very nice. And so I may or may not have bought like all sweet things at the cafe and at the grocery store. So I may have treated myself. In fact, I have some with me. They had like a ginormous red bean paste pastry, and then they have like the little green tea pastries, the little mini size. So I love both of those. So that's what I have to snack on because I bought extra. Yay! So I mean, beans have protein, so that's like technically good for like a lunch, right? Like a late lunch, like beans are fine, right? Ignore the fact that they're completely sweetened. Yes, and I also got some honey ginger tea, the concentrated jelly-esque stuff. So that was nice. So that's what's in my mug today. I also have 2 things of water, but either way. So I am going to be very hydrated and probably also very sugared today, which is, fair enough combo of things, right? Sugar and hydration is fine. And protein because of the beans. Because that's the excuse that I'm giving, and that's what I'm sticking with. So how are we? Are we having a lovely Sunday / Monday, depending on where you are? Christina says, hello. And that's where I said I'll be starting in a few minutes. And Megan says, hello, you're working on your novel today. Yay! Or rather, you are staring angrily at your screen, hoping an ending to this novel will pop into your brain. I hope so too. Is there a particular soundtrack or song that sort of like reminds you of the main characters? If that's the case, you may want to put that on. I don't know. Cool Gamer is here. Hello. Welcome. CB, hello. Like your top. Thank you very much. I like it. It's nice and warm. And also cute. So I like it. It fits more than one function. Brenda is here. Hello. And Megan says, have fun. Glad you were able to do that. Yes, me too. Yeah, so my friend is, I guess she qualifies now as immunosuppressed, I think. Either way. So she was double masked, and that was one of the reasons why she wanted to make sure we either had outside seating or seating that was far enough away from other people. So she was double masked, I was single masked, and it was lovely. It was lovely. So CB says, be right back, gonna go make dinner. Excellent. And totally beans are a good lunch. Excellent. Yay. Megan says, good idea about the soundtrack. You should come up with a better soundtrack for the story. I love the idea of soundtracks for the story or soundtracks for the projects. I've just never been able to do that yet for my own stuff because I guess it's because I obsess over a piece of music nonstop until I'm tired of it, and then I'm good to let it go. You know, then I can let it go and I can listen to something else nonstop. So I've never really been able to sort of like have a general playlist for a particular project. So I don't know. Okay, I have pulled our spirit for the day. So we'll talk about that in a second. And Erica says, hi, hello. Erica, did you get a new avatar picture? It looks new, or am I just remembering it wrong? I like the picture, but I just can't remember if it was this last time I saw it. So Megan says, your story is set during 2 different time periods, sort of. So it's hard to come up with something that fits. Gotcha. Gotcha, yeah. Actually, I was listening to some music on the way over, and I was like, oh, the like rhythm behind this is very 80s. But it was like today's pop sort of like laid on top. So I don't know if you could do something like that, is find a modern piece that is paying homage to that era, the prior era. Maybe that would work. I don't know. Either way. All right. So our spirit today is the bat spirit. So I'm going to take a reminder lesson from last time. And if you do not like bats, look away from the screen in 3, 2, 1. Here's our bat. So our main message is rebirth is assured. So after something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of new beginnings. Rebirth is assured just as the night gives way to the dawn and the bat emerges from darkness of a womb-like cave. The bat has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one, for the very best elements of what you have had to give up in the death of the old are still present in the new, amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. The bat reminds you that at present, you may be in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. The bat has listened in the darkness and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this moves from darkness into light, from lost to found, and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. The bat asks that you trust that what seems to... Sorry, I just lost my eyeballs on the page. The bat asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you are in the dark, know that come in morning, all will be revealed and things will be in the new form that is right for you. So, very good card, especially for those of us who are feeling a little bit lost in our stories. So, hope is there and it will be all right. And it will be better than it was before. That's the vibe. So, all right. I saw that HK had some new colored space llamas, as we were calling them. The ones she had before were pink, and the ones she has today are blue. So, which is quite hilarious because I went to the store yesterday with my dad's permission to get Valentine's plushies for myself and my mom from him. So we have a tie-dye unicorn Pegasus llama. That's for mom. And then I got to pick out the one I wanted for myself, which, being a Dawdler, there was a turtle, and it has a rainbow shell. So, I mean, how could I not? How could I not? So, but I'm not technically supposed to play with him until tomorrow because it's a Valentine's Day present. But either way, since they're hiding in my room, like I feel like I can play with them myself, right? You know, so the Dawdling Rider will have a new little mascot in the background up on the shelves very shortly. And also I called Mom while I was there because they had this little grumpy old gray dinosaur. And so I showed it to Mom. He's very cute. And she's like, oh, you need to get that for your dad from me. So we have an old gray grumpy dinosaur for Dad. So, I mean, you know, because it was so soft, I figured it would be an alpaca, but when it rang up, it said tie-dye llama. I was like, okay, I guess it's a llama then. But yeah, so, and it's got little Pegasus wings too. So, I don't know what that makes it. So, Stacy says, hello, Stacy. And Megan says, this feels like perfect card for your ending. I wonder if you can come up with a type of rebirth for your story's ending. There you go. Hopefully that will inspire. Yes, they're very cute and also very cuddly because that is like high up on my requirements for any plushies is they must be squishable. They must be huggable. So yes, I know they're adorable. I like them and I can't wait to play with them more. Charlie says, hey. Hello, Charlie. How are you? And Stacey says, I was going to say alicorn, but it's a llama. You watch too many episodes of My Little Pony with the girls. Well, see, that's the thing. I was trying to figure out if it was so it would be essentially an unilamagus, maybe unilamagus, because it has the unicorn, the Pegasus wings, and it's a llama. So I don't know technically what it is. You're welcome for doing sprints. We'll hopefully get to it soon. The llamacorn, maybe, I don't know. But it's the wings, the little bitty wings throw me off. So, but it's very squishy. So, and then I'm just super excited about my turtle. Again, like technically I'm not supposed to be playing with them until tomorrow, but whatever. It's tomorrow somewhere in the world, right? Right? So, I'm excited about them. Because I may have a slight obsession with plushies. So, Persephone is here. Hello. They are seriously cute. I was very, very pleased that our local Walmart had some plushies left. In fact, they had a great deal of them. And that the variety was actually decent this year. So, yay. Alrighty. So I'm going to be doing a couple of things in my journals first. So I'm hoping that will only take one sprint, but it might take me two. So yes, we can also kind of try and figure out what the scientific name of that creature should be. Floating lamasis. Ella is winged. Oh, llama is fuzzy, and corn is green. Maybe. Megan says, I mean floating llama, pointy lamasis. Maybe. Those would be hilarious names. Absolutely hilarious. Okay. I'm going to try and get my brain to focus. But either way, we are going to have HK's blue timer. There we go. We're going to start with 15 minutes, and hopefully our brains will be kind of reined in and ready to do a more serious sprint after the fact. So 15 minutes. Don't forget to save if you've already been working, or if you have not, now might be a good time to pull up your document. 2, make sure you have something to sip with, I have 3 glasses. And 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, if you need a break or a snack or a drink, make sure you take care of that. Here we go. 15-minute warm-up sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. How was that? That was pretty good. I got the first part of my to-do list done, and then I started using my sticker sets to set up next week in my planners and have at least something visually pleasing. So, and as well as functional. Because I once again have fallen into this thing where I have done a time block set up for the whole month of February in my bullet journal part of, let's see if it'll focus. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. So I've done a time block, so by the hour setup, and I hate using it. I don't know why I keep trying it again, because every time I'm like, I'm going to be super productive and use this to help me stay productive, and I hate it. And I wind up sort of like purposely ignoring it and then purposefully procrastinating because I don't want to use it. So I know that that doesn't work for me. I don't know why I keep trying it. So I have gone back to sort of like checking off to-do list things in my planner. And so I set up sort of like these lined sections. So at least one of the boxes per day is a to-do list where I create a little checklist thing for it. And that way it also helps me prioritize things. So like I put the top things that need to be done that day on the list, or that I would like to accomplish on the list. And if it doesn't make the list, then like I probably shouldn't be focusing on that. Generally, that's kind of like my mental rule for creating those lists. So there's a full moon on Wednesday, in case you needed to know this. So if you want to set some intentions by the full moon, Wednesday is when to do it. And I'm pretty excited because on Thursday, so day after the full moon, there's a local like wholesale gemstone dealer that has like a 6,000 foot warehouse that they are going to be opening to the public for 3 days. So you can go in and take a look at their stock and purchase. So apparently they do it every once in a while, but it's the first time I've run across their social media posts. So I'm kind of excited. I think I'm going to go on an adventure on Thursday. I'm going to try to go the first day in case I don't know how their relationship with like local dealers works. So if they already had their dealers come pick through stuff, or if like the general public is going to be competing with dealers, like shop owners type of thing. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to go and at least go see what it's about. I might go back on Saturday if I like feel the need to. I don't know. Probably won't. My budget's not that big to need to go twice. So, but I'm kind of excited. I don't know that they're gonna let me like take pictures or whatnot. So I'm not planning on vlogging it because I'm terrible at vlogging. But also like I've not gotten the gumption to be like, hey, can I film your place and like try not to get your customers' faces? Because I have a minor YouTube channel. Like I have not gotten to that. Like I'm not okay with that yet. So I might go. I don't know if they'll let me like take pictures of the place or not, or if I'm just gonna go enjoy it in the moment and probably spend some money on pretty stones. That's probably what's gonna happen. I have very little willpower, so I'm going to set a budget in yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so that's going to be for Thursday. So I'm kind of excited. So on Friday, I'll be able to report back to y'all like what it was like. So yeah, So that's going to happen. Do I have anything else lined up special for this week? Other than streams? No. That's all I know of. So hopefully pretty relaxed, but also productive week today. I mean, I'm still like trying to clean out and go through my books and my music and movies and all that stuff. So I'm still slowly whittling down the things that I own. So that's on the to-do list for this week again. But yeah, other than that, no exciting adventures that I know of. I mean, doesn't mean they won't pop up, but is what it is. If a dragon comes down and says, "Hey, want to come with me to, I don't know, Dragonland?" And I will let y'all know before I depart. But I will be departing to Dragonland if that happens. Wouldn't we all, though? Wouldn't we all? So Paget said, "Good luck to everybody on that sprint. Hopefully that was good for everybody, and we all made some progress." CB says, "Cute timer. You think it's an alpaca. Alpacas have short ears like cats, and llamas have long ears that look kind of like bananas." Stacy says, "Oops, Grandma has arrived. Be back soon." All right. Christian is here. 43 words, but you just got here. That's perfectly fine. And you have 43 words than you started with. So excellent. And CB went up to you by 100. 143 words. Nice. Megan says, "I worked on my story some more. You realize that your story is currently only about half as long as it needs to be for this type of story. So you have lots of room to play around." Oh, so is that by industry standards or by the events that you want to include? Megan says, "Ooh, how exciting." Yes. I think that's the warehouse, the gemstone warehouse. Yes. CB has an excerpt for us. Excuse me. "You're right, Howard. Steve is abusive. If he hurts me once more, I'm done." Yeah. There's a fine line to me about including this kind of material in stories. Because when it's well done, when it's well done, it's well done, and you can understand a bit better the psychological implications and the sort of resulting behavior. But I've read so many that are just sort of like they're in there to make you feel bad for the main character. This happens a lot in YA, whereas like you have the orphaned character and they're treated badly by the orphanage director or whatever. I'm also speaking to myself because that's in some ways how Project Gray starts, which is why Project Gray needs a rewrite. So it's kind of an overdone cliche in a lot of ways, because it's meant to make you feel bad for the character, but sometimes it just comes across as this is intentionally making you feel bad for the character. So Erica says, "I've been transferring story notes that you've written on random scraps of paper into your actual writing notebook." Yay, organization. "You have found that you like writing notes by hand more than keeping them on your phone." Yes. Yes to this 100%. And this is also why I have a pen addiction. Yes. Erica says, "But that means that sometimes they are all over the place." Yes. Sticky notes are my favorite. I used to have some pads that did not have sticky section, and I have gotten rid of all of those because if I peel one off and I'm expecting it to stick to a page, that's where it needs to stick. And if it won't stick there, then there's no use of it. CB says, "You'll be here next Sunday, but not the following because you're going to go see The Godfather." Nice. This may not be the draft you post on Archive of Art. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. And that's fair. Yeah. So it's a very difficult subject to write about. So. All right, here. Let's get going. Let's write some more. Or sticker some more. I have a little bit of stickering to do, and then I can write a little bit. So I'm almost done with my first two tasks, and then I'll be ready to write. All right, so don't forget that the second sprint is our self-promo sprint, which means that if you want to promote yourself or someone that you dearly love and think they don't self-promote enough, now's the time to do it. Don't forget that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. So you may have to spell dot and .com. So anything that is your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel, your Amazon author page, your website, your blog, where we can find your story snippets, etc., etc. If you need somebody to sign up for beta reading, whatever it is, your social media handles, etc., etc., all that stuff. Go ahead and self-promote it. Bonus points and gold stars to you if it is writing adjacent. And then here's our regular reminders. 1. Save your document. 2. Make sure you have something to hydrate with. 3. Straighten up your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4. Make sure that if you need a break, take one. Those are your reminders, and here we go. 25-minute Pomodoro Sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. How is that? That was our second sprint, which was our self-promo. So if you forgot to promote yourself in the chat, now's a good time. So that way I can read it to you and to everybody else in a few minutes. How we doing? I got done with the stickering and to-do listing of next week. And so I have moved on from that. And so I've begun doing a bit of writing based on the tarot card pull. So I got the keywords sort of written down in the sort of like categories where I think it could go, things like that. So not bad. I also went and I refilled one of my glasses of water just because I needed sort of like a separation. Otherwise, I would continue to put things on my to-do list for next week, and that's not what necessarily needs to happen. So I put it away, and then I walked away to kind of give myself a break. So all right, let's see how the chat is doing. If I can find my spot. Becca is here. Hello. Hello, Becca. The card for today is the Bat Spirit. That rebirth or renewal is assured, and it's going to be fine, is what it says. Stacy says, well, you made it back. Oh, good. I'm glad. And CB says, you just remembered Alan Rickman's personal diaries are going to be released in autumn. Ooh. You hope they're released when you're in New York. Does it come out normally earlier in the U.S. than it does where you normally are? I don't know. Megan says, you reviewed the movie Cyrano on your channel. See what you thought of the movie before seeing it yourself. And there's the link for Megan's review, which is very nice, by the way. If you have not seen it, you should. Megan says, and if you're looking for a new timer, I just released a 10-minute hippo timer, which we might end with today. If I get the timing right, which I hope I do. So, Megan says, Tuesday is National Hippo Day, and you are celebrating with a live stream at 5 p.m. Eastern on the 15th, which is Tuesday. Yes, because you already said Tuesday. Brain. Come join Megan for themed writing sprints and more. CB says Tuesday is also International Fanworks, almost said fireworks, Fanworks Day, and Matt Groening's birthday. So you're watching your favorite TV show. Be right back. All right. Becca is going to be working on your thriller screenplay, and it just took a turn that you didn't expect. Nice. Yeah, I think I saw a internet meme where it says Panthers be like, oops, a character just died. How'd that happen? So I think it was a meme. Could have been a real. I don't know. Who knows? It was somewhere on the internet. I don't remember who made it though. So Stacy says, well, I didn't get much done. You were just starting to get into work when the hubby came home. So you talked and you got a few odds and ends done and like bringing up the laundry. There you go. Progress. Becca says, I need a rebirth. Yay. Is that because one of your characters died? We don't have to spoil it if you want. Christian says 475 words. Nice. Excellent. And Becca's laughing. You said, I even had it outlined, but characters are going to do what they're going to do. Yes. Sometimes they will. Yes. Alrighty. Do we want to switch up the timer and go for one that has either a different creature on it or some typewriter ambiance, or y'all okay with Blue Space Llama? What y'all think? Blue Space Llama or switch it up? I keep calling it a llama, but it could be an alpaca. I just don't know. It's a llama-esque creature. Oh no, Stacy, that does suck. You were just getting into the work when he came back, and prior to that you had been feeling blah and distracted. Becca is good with anything. All right. Anybody else have some opinions? Otherwise, we will continue with Mr. Blue's Base Llama Alpaca Creature. I'm looking between the StreamYard chat and the YouTube chat to see if anything pops up. But nothing seems to be popping up, so I'm going to switch to third Sprinty Sprint. And click the share button. I forgot to like the 25-minute one. Well, now that's fixed. So, alrighty. Let's go for more time, or more sprinties. More sprinties. All right. So don't forget to save. Don't forget to take a sip of whatever you're supposed to be hydrating with. Make sure you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back, or give yourself a big old stretch. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, a walk around, or a snack, take care of that. Alrighty, 25-minute Pomodoro Sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. How was that? I managed to get about that much plus that. However, I dropped water on this, so then I had to go and like had it dry and everything, and it's still kind of damp, but whatever. It's still readable, so we're good. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Not fantastic, but pretty good. So you know, yeah, Becca, no, dang water. I'm just glad it wasn't the honey ginger tea, because that would have been sticky and possibly ant attracting. So I'm glad it was water and not anything else. So yeah. Did I? Yes, I did. I did read the self promos. Okay, I couldn't remember if I did or not. Let's see. Yeah, Becca said everybody must be really concentrating when we were trying to decide what timer to use. So yes. And Stacy says, "Oh, I also made a simple syrup for cold brew tea that you made earlier. Nice. Little things, but they do add up. Yes, they do. It's quite nice when they add up, and it feels very nice. Like this. Really productive. Yes. I'm glad. I'm super glad." Christian got 330. Nice. Excellent. You're getting several hundred every time you do Sprint. That's great. Becca says, "I'm writing a list of all the character names because you keep forgetting them. That's the problem with thriller/horrors. So many characters, one to kill and also to suspect." Yes. Megan says, "I worked on developing the emotional side of your story." Excellent. Stacy is trying to get back into your groove. Excellent. Me too. If I'm being honest, me too. It has been quite some time since I've done like really solid long days of writing. So I wish I could get back into those, but my brain is not letting me yet. So I'm trying to build up the stamina as we are doing these sprints, and sort of doing a couple more after and whatnot to build up my stamina again and attention span. Becca says, "You're actually getting excited because your oops is going to end up a really good plot twist." Nice. Excellent. Sometimes the characters know what they're doing. Sometimes. And then other times they're like, "Ooh, a dark room with strange noises in it. Let me go into it." But you know, sometimes it has to happen that way too. So, yes. I was trying to think. I was trying to recall. I had a dream. I know there was a Mr. Toad in there, and I know there was a little girl named Hannah Spring, and not Hannah, not that one, Hana. So she was supposed to be like, I guess, saving the country, the kingdom of whatever Mr. Toad was the advisor of. I don't know. So he was always telling her what she should and shouldn't be doing. And she was just kind of like, "Let me do my own thing, Mr. Toad." I don't know where this was coming from. It was just in a dream. It was there. I don't know what to do with them. But there's Mr. Toad and Hannah. So who knows? Maybe they'll end up in a children's story sometime. Sometimes I get really I get story dreams, and sometimes I get like, is this supposed to mean something? So yeah, I used to keep a journal by my bed, but I have not done so in a while. So maybe I should do that again. That way, Mr. Toad and Hannah can come back if they want to. I don't know. Megan says, I had dreams about zombies last night. Oh my, when you woke up at 6:30 a.m., you were like, not going to fall back asleep in case there are more zombies. Yeah. It sounds like it could be a good anime. Could be. Yeah, for sure. I don't even, like, I know there's a toad in several of, like, the Disney and classic animated films that sort of, which one am I thinking of? There's also a storybook that there's Mr. Toad. But I don't know if I'm pulling from those stories and like trying to combine them, or if I read a manga that was kind of, I don't know. Who knows? It was my brain trying to make connections, apparently. Alrighty. Well, let's Stacy, what is it? You had a nightmare / panic attack. Oh no. So it was not a good night's sleep for several of us. You think you're going to be going to bed early tonight? Yeah. I hope you get a much more restful night, both you and Megan. And no more zombies and no more whatever caused the nightmare / panic attack. So, yes. Alrighty. We are not very chatty today, unlike what we were on Friday. On Friday, we were pretty chatty, but I guess we just want to work today. Either that or we're all tired because of dreams about zombies and Mr. Toads and whatever was causing nightmares. Who knows? Your boyfriend had a scary dream as well. Maybe it's something in there. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because it's right before Valentine's Day. I don't know if that's a thing. Goodness gracious. Who knows? Well, while we try to figure out what causes bad dreams, and if maybe we ought to be writing about our characters having bad dreams, at least at some point in our stories. But while we think about that, Becca says, I weirdly had really good dreams last night. Oh, good. Maybe it's because you're writing out all of your scary nightmares into the thriller / horror story. All right. I think we are going to switch up the llama. And I think we're going to go with this one. Still one of HK's. Another 25-minute timer. All right. So don't forget to save. Don't forget to take a sip of whatever we're supposed to be hydrating with. Make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Those are your reminders. And here we go. Another 25-minute sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. That is the end of sprint number 4. How we doing? Not gonna lie. I had coffee this morning, very early when I woke up. And then I think the coffee that I had at the cafe I had tea. I think the tea was caffeine free. And as I'm sitting here drinking yet another cup of tea, I also think it's caffeine free. And my energy level, not gonna lie, has sort of like descended down the drain. So I've gotten up several times and sort of like tried to wake myself back up. I did get sort of like 3 loose pages. I mean, they're like space in between things, and like, so that's why I say it's loosely 3 pages of this smaller. It's not quite 8.5. I don't know what size this is. This is some size. Anyway, so 3 loose, sort of like loosely full pages of notes. So relatively still productive, but like I feel like it was definitely looser than the first couple of pages. My handwriting's gotten slightly bigger, maybe slightly sloppier. There's lines in between things, that kind of thing. So all the things that still make it look productive, but it's not really as productive. But I did start a list of things that, like, writing experiments that I've tried, and like which ones I think would be worth another like shot at, like if I didn't do it properly. And then there's just some where I'm like, no, this was definitely not worth it. So I'm creating a list of things that I've tried and liked, and things that I've tried and did not. So maybe at some point I'll put together a more extensive list. I just happened to put the ones that I was remembering at the moment on there. But yeah, so not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling like pulling out the coloring book, because my brain is kind of like not wanting to do right now. I want to keep working and sort of like being productive, but also like I kind of want to color. So I'm gonna try and be productive for another like full sprint, and then for our cool down sprint, with Megan's timer, I might color. But like I'm struggling, y'all. Not gonna lie, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Do we have an anthem? Does authortube have a struggle bus anthem? Do we need one? Do we have someone on authortube? Well, we have. I know there are a couple of people because of authortube karaoke. I know there are a couple of people who can and are willing to sing. So I don't know. Should we have somebody write an anthem for us, or is there an already existing anthem for us on the struggle bus? Stacy, no, I don't think so. Not at the moment. So like some of them are just things that I have tried and just don't seem to fit my either lifestyle or the way that my brain works. Like I tried so hard to try and figure out the 10 block work week and make it work. And like I said, I've done with a lot of the time-based tracking. I hate it. I hate it so much, because when I get into a role, I'm like, I don't want to be paying attention to how many minutes I've been doing stuff. I just want to continue on the roll. And so then at the end of the day, when you're trying to figure out how much time you spent doing what, like, how do I calculate that? Because I don't know what time I got on a roll. And so anything that's time-based, I despise. And so I don't really want to like recommend things that aren't working for me. And so I have not sort of gotten over that and just like filmed myself while I'm struggling. I would rather recommend things that work well for me so that I can kind of be like, hey, this kind of worked for me. You might want to try this. This is kind of cool. Rather than like, I failed miserably at this and I hate this. When, I mean, in all fairness, it might work for somebody else, but it does not for me. So, where were we? Yeah. Okay. Becca was with me on this. Definitely not as productive. Dawdling. Phoebe came in and said hello and is going to be here for a bit. Phoebe planned for YouTube videos, so didn't quite get around to writing it, but hey, you're being productive. And Becca says, ooh, that's exciting. You were actually going to film something today, but haven't decided yet. No. Well, of course you are, I think, 3 hours behind me, so you still have more of the day left. So yes. See, we get 350 words that time. Nice. Megan did some more research. Excellent. CB watched the newest episode of Call the Midwife. Nice. Phoebe's like, yes, give us content. Christian says 307 words. Excellent. Another couple hundred words for you. That's amazing. And this is where I was answering Stacy's question. I can't in good conscience recommend something that did not work for me. So, I mean, not yet anyway. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the future will hold it, but not right now. So CB is suggesting This Is Me as an anthem from The Greatest Showman. Phoebe loves the songs from The Greatest Showman. Didn't Tabuggy do an anthem? Maybe. Did I? Yes. Okay. So Becca's got this later in the chat. It's a song she made up. I'll make a book out of you. Oh, nice. Love that. Love that. I will definitely have to go and watch that and comment and give it a thumbs up and all of that good stuff. Why do I feel like a Queen song would make a good anthem? Because Queen is amazing. And yes, 100%. So maybe instead of We Are the Champions, we are the Dawdlers, or we are the writers, we are the procrastinators. Who knows? Sometimes we are the champions, maybe. But yes, Queen would be amazing. CB says, I have a cover of that. You have a cover of This Is Me from your YouTube on your YouTube channel? Okay. This Is Me covers every possible diversity. That's why I suggest. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is where Becca has provided us with the link to our possible anthem from Tabuggy. So yes, love that. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to listen to that during the next sprint. Yeah. Okay, it is 4:25. So if we do, let's do a 20, then we'll have time to do the hippo 10-minute at the end. So I'm going to do this. Share. Or do y'all want to run over a little bit? Up to y'all. But I think it might be easiest if we do a 20 chat for just a brief moment, and then do Megan's 10-minute hippo cool down timer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to roll this down if I can find the actual spot for it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So we're going to do a 20-minute, and that'll take us up to 46. Oh, maybe we could do the full. Yeah. Let's do the full. My brain is trying to do math, and it's not computing. So we'll do the 25, and then we will do Megan's hippo at the end as our cool down. And we'll have a grand old time. All right. So 25 minutes. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip. Make sure you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And if you need a break or a snack, make sure you do that. 25 minutes. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All righty. Oh, come on, y'all. All righty. So, am I unmuted? Yes, I am. Okay, cool. Let me take that off. All right. So, I did about half of that sprint, and then I went and I grabbed my coloring book. So I'm currently coloring, and yeah, so I will be coloring for the rest of the stream, which is just a few minutes. So I figured we would go ahead and use Megan's new timer, our lovely hippo. So don't forget to pop on over. Actually, let me put this in the chat so y'all can find it. That is the hippo timer. So don't forget to use it later for your own sprints, and also give Megan a like and a comment and a share and all that kind of good stuff if you have the time and resources to do so. So, okay, we had several bots during that sprint, so that was fun. Stacy says, I am very tired. Yes, I second this. Hopefully we can all get a good night's sleep tonight and then be ready for tomorrow's streams in all of our wondrous energy. Phoebe got an amazing 765 words. Wow. Nice. Stacy says, I didn't get any words or work done, but we did go through the pantry and get dinner started. That is a win. Becca ended up starting a scene and almost finished it. Excellent. That's amazing. That's wonderful. There is the hippo timer link. Christian got another 341. Excellent. I'll be curious to know what your total sprint or total stream number is, if you feel like calculating that. And Megan says, I started reworking your first sentence. Excellent. Sometimes that first sentence is hard because it's got to be the catch. All right, let's do this. We'll run over just a little bit. So if you feel like you want to head off to Morgan's, that is fine. But I'm going to go here and we're going to color, or I'm going to color for 10 minutes with hippos. That's what I'm going to do. So here we go. Save, sip, straighten your spine, and if you need a break, take one. Those are your reminders. 10 minutes. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Beepity beep. All right, that was the last sprint. That was Megan's hippo timer. It's very nice. I got the base colors of blue and gray done for this whale. And then I'm starting to detail some of the inner bits in a darker color. So I at least got a little bit done. So yeah. How'd you guys do? Did we manage to get some work that time? Let's see. CB had a quote at the end of the last sprint. We were just good friends who needed to lean on each other for a while. Yes. That sounds like the beginning of a romance, friends to romance story. Because isn't that what they always say before they go all in on each other? Maybe that's just because I've read too many of those. Devin is here. Howdy. How are you, Devin? I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you managed to catch us at least a little bit. Megan says you continued working on your first sentence. Yay! Becca finished the scene. Yay! And you are also exhausted and tired. Yes, it is. I can't tell if it feels like I hope that this is the end of the week feeling, and so that tomorrow I will feel refreshed and ready to start again. Phoebe says, well done, Becca. And Phoebe got about 80 words or so. Excellent. All right, so Christian's fantastic total. The total for the whole live stream, you have 1,329 words. Very nice, Christian. That's awesome. I'm so glad you got that many words. That is awesome. Amazing and awesome and well done. CB says, no, that was Howard or Maria, and in your story, Howard ends up with Peggy. Okay. Gotcha. And Becca is sending hearts and love and appreciation to Phoebe. And did I read Phoebe's well done? Yes. Phoebe said well done to Becca. That was what the hearts were for. Yes. CB got another 308. Excellent. Devin says the puppy bowl was so cute. Is it already over? Is it already over? Is it what? I mean, the actual game is not until 6:30, I think. So did the puppy bowl start at like noon or something? I don't know how long it takes to judge puppies. I would think a lot longer than it probably takes. CB's like, oh, darn it, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look it up. Megan says, dang it, I messed it up again. Hey, Dan. Everyone is sort of like in between either being really productive or being very tired and distracted. Some of us are getting a little bit of both done. You're editing at the moment. Awesome. Well, we are actually about to end. So I'm going to pop Devin's playlist in the chat. Oh, okay. Devin's also posted the highlights from Animal Planet's Twitter thread has the highlights from the Puppy Bowl, so I'll be checking that out as well. Stacy says, tomorrow you start with your reread of the latest draft and start revising. You were going to start tonight, but just no brain power. Yes, I feel you. Looking forward to tomorrow and starting anew. Yes, indeed. Okay, so there's the link for the Puppy Bowl highlights. Oh no, CB says a roll of bags fell off the shelf. Oh, I thought you were going to go look at the Puppy Bowl. Okay, so it started at 2, not noon. Okay, so 2 to 5. 3 hours. 3 hours to judge some puppies. It's not too bad. Alrighty, well, don't forget to check out Devin's playlist. And we used both HK Darkwood and Megan McCarthy's timers today, so make sure you share some love with them. And I do have next week scheduled. So I am ready to go tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3. So I will hopefully see y'all then, and don't forget to save before you go. So save it and take a sip as you are saving to make sure you're still hydrated. All right. Bye, y'all.